Hello, welcome. My name is Kate. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. If you would like to book a reading, link is below. If you would like to join our Wednesday night class, link is below. If you have any tips, ideas, questions to add to any cases we're working on, I just made a quick form. It's literally like 3 questions. What's the case? What's the link? And have we started working on it or something? Next thing, I would like to do Gene Hackman today. I don't think that we need a tarot reading because if you get past the trash, if you get to the 4th or 5th page of Google, there are some curious stories that the FBI hasn't gotten to yet. Fly away without you, shadow on the things you know, feathers fall around. Hi. And I was actually literally just working on, I saw a couple of comments asking me to explain MKUltra. And so I was putting together a video of how it all started. For me, you have to start after World War II. That's the only way it made sense. So I'm putting it together. And so I'm kind of in the Hollywood Illuminati world. And on the 4th or 5th page of Google, I found a tweet, you guys might have seen it, I screenshot it, that said that Gene Hackman was going to come out and talk about Epstein. There were also conspiracy theories. Remember, I've done a video about this, but I'm about to put it back out. In 1967, the CIA, in the declassified documents, I have them, released that they invented the word conspiracy theory and the tinfoil hats to discredit anyone who had questions about JFK Jr.'s murder by the CIA. That's also, RFK Jr. is working on getting that story out. But the information that I found is still there as of this 1 minute. That's why I'm jumping on right now to let you guys know what I found, and then I'll finish the MKUltra thing. It said that he died on the day that the Epstein list was to be released. Okay, probably a coincidence. There were articles and stories about tunnels under his house. What do we know about tunnels? Well, we know it's a nationwide network. That's like not a secret. It's part of the worst kept secret in America, $150 billion industry. There was also, I think it's a TikTok. I saved it. I'll put it in. So use your discretion. If it doesn't feel right, leave it at the door. It felt right to me. So that's why I just want to tell you, because it's still up. You guys, fucking Ryan Reynolds, after I did that Ryan Reynolds thing, I got 4 docs. My TikTok account's already been deleted once because it was in violation for telling the truth. And so I'm annoyed with TikTok and I'm rebuilding my account, but it's under warning. So before everyone finds all of this stuff, they usually go after the big people first, but the little creators sneak under the rug. In one of the things I just heard or I read or I saw, there was a room in the basement that is set up very much like a ritual. And the ritual, I have the Masonic book and Alpha Chi, I don't know which one, of their rituals. It starts like a fraternity. That's actually a great place to start. It's like a fraternity. They have secret rituals. You can't know about it. That's the baby. And then you start having connections, even though you're probably not as smart, or you might be as smart. And it leads all the way up through the Illuminati. The Illuminati is a satanic worshipping entity. The Illuminati, nice play on words. To illuminate is to the enlightened ones. So that's a whole nother thing. Maybe that's like another video, but one of the rooms, allegedly, in Gene Hackman's basement, to me, sounded like it was set up as a ceremony in the same way that I've seen them in the Masonic one. I have a Masonic handbook from like 1917, and it sounded very similar. Then he also, I guess the FBI did a raid on his house. He's 95 years old. And then he was found dead. So, of course, I had to check the CIA website for this mysterious disease that only one other 27-year-old actor died of. Sounds fishy. And there were classified documents from the 70s in like a secret room that he had. So he had this secret room. It sounds to me like, you move a bookcase and it's actually a doorway. And in the 70s, what the CIA was doing. The CIA and the Illuminati are like besties. Midnight Climax, Operation Midnight Climax. I've done a video on that. It's when CIA rented a brothel, and they used LSD on the men who were paying for favors and not that kind of favor. And then psycho CIA men would watch them and take notes on how they reacted to LSD. They were looking for what was called a truth serum. And so they were playing with drugs against no consent. Who needs consent? No consent. These were non-consenting adults because they were literally thought they were paying for a whatever and they were getting drugged. This is called Operation Midnight Climax. I have done a video on it. I will repost it. Watergate and MKUltra. So those are the ones that I was thinking he might be concerned about. There are rumors that the Illuminati promised to make him a star if he had subliminal messages in his movies. I am not really into movies, so I don't know if that's realistic. If anyone does know, please let me know. And that's part of it. You sell your soul and you get the fame and fortune. It comes at a price. You definitely sell your soul. So this is allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. I'm a chick with a tarot deck and I'm not even using it. I just wanted to come give you guys this update. We can do it, but to me it definitely sounds Illuminati. It definitely sounds afternoon traffic. I mean, he's right. Santa Fe is actually a huge energy center for a lot of things, and Santa Fe is on our list of the Underground Railroad. I guess we could call it the Underground Railroad. I don't know. But in the 70s, it looked, from this thing I just saw, there were classified documents in the secret room. And so I looked up what the CIA had going on at that time, Operation Midnight Climax, which might have been important to him, but it ties back to MKUltra, Watergate, CIA, and MKUltra. MKUltra, put it this way, it started with the Holocaust at Auschwitz. I'll just give you that kind of an idea. And then I'll teach you, I'll go through that series of events. So what I think, and this is just intuitive, don't come for me. Ryan Reynolds, you little fucker. They're so annoying. Or Blake Lively. It's so annoying. All he did was research. No one looked at it over here, but a lot of people on TikTok did. So this is what I think happened. I think he sold his soul when he was young. I think that he got what they promised him. I have no idea if he did any subliminal stuff in his movies. If anyone knows any of his movies, let me know. And I think he had second thoughts. I think that he could have been like a 33-degree Mason. But see, there's a 33, and then there's a next secret 33. Well, it sounds to me like there was some kind of ritual room in his basement. There were tunnels in his basement. He died the day Epstein's list was getting released. In the 70s, he had classified documents at his house, and the CIA was working on Operation Midnight Climax, Watergate, and MKUltra. If you don't know anything about MKUltra, just think of all of the horrific things you've heard about, like the concentration camps, and we brought them all to America and did studies on kids, moms, men. There was no limit. We just didn't put them in a camp because they were just like normal. That's a whole story. I think he had second thoughts, as you do. Most of the time, I have heard of people who sell their soul and then at the end are like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore or something. I'm just going to channel that. That's what I got. And I don't really want to use cards because I just don't feel like we need them. But that's my update on what I think happened to Gene Hackman. I also was rewatching the clip or the video I did yesterday of the land in Canton, and I was going to do an Albert Brothers reading, and it just felt like stop. So I didn't say that in the thing, so now you know. So that's what I think happened to Gene Hackman. I think he did probably sell his soul. His major arcana card is the Star, and his wife is the Lovers. She died of hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. Only one other person, allegedly, from Hollywood. He was 27 years old. His name was Jay something, and he died of it in 93. Sounds like Brittany Murphy's pneumonia. He died on the day that the Epstein list was to be revealed. There is a tweet that he says he's going to speak. If you ever see a website that says fake or debunked or not true, track it back. I would bet you like $100 that it goes straight back to BlackRock. I've done it before and I recorded myself doing it. Hopefully I can find it. I'll put it in there. So it's the same propaganda machine writing fake on there. It's not fake. They just pay people to debunk it. It's like Snoops. If you follow that, it goes up straight to BlackRock. He had a ceremony room in the basement, allegedly. I believe it. There were tunnels under his house. I believe it. He's right on the tunnel system. There were also 1970s classified documents. Allegedly, the FBI did a raid. And so when I Googled what was the CIA doing in the 70s, Operation Midnight Climax, they might have cared because that was in California. Watergate, CIA, not the Democrats. Well, could have been together. And MKUltra. Before I put the MKUltra information out. Just think of every horrendous thing you've heard about the Germans and Mandela. He's Dr. Death. The doctors, we just brought him right over here to America. That's called Operation Paperclip. And I have all of the Nazis and their American job, like head of NASA. They were SS, very high-ranking SS officers, and then they were the head of NASA. One of them, just one guy, but there's like 7 of them. So I think that Gene Hackman did sell his soul for fame and fortune, and then he got cold feet, and he was like, I don't want this. And allegedly he was 95. He was still like walking and golfing 3 times a week. I know they're putting all these pictures out. This is also very much their style because it's propaganda. And remember, if you see anything that says fake or snoops or anything, track it back. You can find where it comes back. You don't have to do anything. Just like go to the bottom, hit like contact us. I have a video of it and I'll post it. And I think that he had second thoughts, and I think he did want to come out. And I mean, he was 95 or 93. He was born in 1930, January 30th. And so I think he was Illuminati, and I think he had second thoughts. And that's what I think happened. I'm not going to use any cards because I want to get back to the MKUltra video. Especially now with this extra information. That's not even the same as Mockingbird. What does a mockingbird do? When a mockingbird is in the coal mine, it's not a mockingbird. Well, maybe it is. The mockingbird, canary maybe, that can smell the gas before they're, when the guys are down in the coal mine. I'll check this, but I want to say it's like a mockingbird, but I don't know. They sing if they get the gas, and so that's how all the men know to go out of the tunnels. But Mockingbird is different than MKUltra. Mockingbird is propaganda. They learned from the Germans. This is not a joke. It's not a conspiracy theory. Was made up by the CIA in 1967. So I will get that done now. And then if we need to read on it, we will. I don't think that we do. I think it's very clear that he died of a heart attack. In the CIA manual, they tell you how to have others die of a heart attack, or Epstein, or what's Ghislaine Maxwell's dad fell off his yacht. Never before in the history, just like Ari Emanuel. It's all fake. One of his last statements, I think to his daughter, was that there are very dark forces in Hollywood.
At this point, questions began to arise. How could it be such a coincidence? A legendary actor with definite connections to the elite departs this world on the very day the Epstein list is revealed. Could there be a secret buried with him? As the news spread, people scrutinized the details surrounding the incident more closely. First, the location. Gene Hackman and his wife were found in their residence, a place known for its absolute security. There were no signs of intrusion, no reports of any prior disturbances. Everything was too perfect, too clean. Next, the timing. Why on the exact day the Epstein list surfaced? If it was just a coincidence, it was perhaps one of the most bizarre coincidences in history. Hackman's loyal fans immediately took to social media, expressing their skepticism. Debates erupted, fueling a series of conspiracy theories. Some believed Hackman might have possessed crucial information about the Epstein case. Others suggested he might have been threatened or even forced into permanent silence. So, was Gene Hackman involved with Jeffrey Epstein? Previously, there had been no documents or evidence confirming his connection to the disgraced financier. But when the list was released, many immediately checked to see if his name appeared. The result? Gene Hackman's name was absent. However, that doesn't necessarily mean he was completely ignorant of the scandal. Hackman had been in the film industry for decades, with connections to numerous influential figures. He had worked with directors, producers, and actors who are now suspected of having ties to Epstein. Could he have known something? Could he have been privy to secrets that some wanted to remain hidden? Another peculiar detail surfaced when an anonymous source claimed that Hackman had expressed concern about dark forces controlling Hollywood. Although there is no concrete evidence, this further fueled suspicions. Could he have been under surveillance? Had he received any warnings? A post on a Reddit forum immediately caused a stir. What if Hackman was planning to reveal something? What if he knew too much? And what if this was their way of shutting him up? The questions remain unanswered, but one thing is certain. This story cannot be simply dismissed.
And R.I.P. Gene Hackman. Thanks for coming back to the light. That's what I think. I think he did sell his soul, and he was getting cold feet when he realized the lack of humanity, lack of love, how dark it had gotten. So, I love you. I will see you next time. Thank you for coming. Please like, share, subscribe. Oh, let's get to 10,000. Thank you.